Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Some long-running series don't get the attention you'd think they would, because they are long-running, but at the same time, they're getting an audience, and you'd think people would know more about them. Let's take a look at a series like that today and turn the spotlight on A.C. Baantjer's The Death of a Clown. As the novel begins, Amsterdam Police Inspector Jurjen Deco and his assistant Dick Vletters get a new case of robbery. A wealthy real estate broker has reported the theft of a valuable collection of antique jewels from his home safe. Even the broker realizes that it sounds very much like a case of insurance fraud, but he insists that it's not. Deco and Vletters begin to look into the case, but they're soon distracted because the body of a man dressed as a clown has been found in a nearby canal. Before long, the dead man is identified as Peter Eichelbos, who had a clown act in a local theatrical troupe. The troupe also included acrobats, a hypnotist, and a knife thrower. At first, Deco and Vletters treat the two cases as separate. But the more they speak to the other members of the troupe, to the manager, and to other people who knew the dead man, the more it seems the two cases may be related. As the investigation continues, the detectives learn of more similar robberies. Then there's another murder of another member of the troupe, killed in exactly the same way as Eichelbos was. Now the detectives are under pressure from the top brass and the media and the surviving members of the theatrical troupe to find out who the killer is. They're also under pressure to find those stolen jewels, as those jewels belong to people with money and influence. Once the link is found, Deco and Vletters find out who the murderer is and how it's all connected to the jewel thefts. So, how are these stories integrated, these two plots? What are the elements in the novel? How's it all put together? Well, the novel takes place in Amsterdam, and there is a strong sense of that physical and cultural setting. Baantjer depicts the city clearly, and the characters reflect the culture too. The story is told in third person, past tense, and readers learn what the police learn. That said, though, Deco's private thoughts aren't always revealed. In that sense, the novel is just a bit reminiscent of George Simenon's Jules Maigret and Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot. Still, the reader is privy to all the information that the police have. So you could argue that it plays fair. Deco himself is a seasoned veteran, while Vletters is newer at the job. So Deco does some mentoring. The two go back and forth here and there, but they have a strong working relationship. And the plot doesn't include the backbiting and worse that some police procedurals include. Deco has a stable marriage and doesn't have a drinking or drugs problem. Readers who dislike damaged detectives will be pleased to know that he's not one of them. He has a few personal quirks and a wry sense of humor. The novel is a traditional style novel in that the focus is on the crimes and their motives, not on the sleuths' personal lives, for example. It's also not very gritty and dark, although it's not a cozy, and it certainly doesn't gloss over the murders. Since this is a police procedural, readers follow along as the police interview witnesses, talk over the case, and put the pieces of the puzzle together. The solution is a sad one, and it's not spoiling the story to say that Deco has a certain sympathy for the killer. It's worth noting, as I said, this is a long-running series, and this is the 22nd entry into it. However, it's easy to follow the action and get to know the characters without having read any other novels in the series. The Death of a Clown is a traditional style crime novel set in a distinctive Amsterdam context. It features a puzzling set of crimes, a varied cast of characters, and a veteran police detective who mixes brilliance with compassion and a certain amount of humility. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.